We are now on lesson 14, which is cell references. And so what you learn in this one is about how cell references work and when you copy things down. So I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger so that you can see what I mean. So we have to first go to the challenge folder. And then these cell references, when we copy our cells down, did you see this was B4, C4, D4? So it's everything has to do with row number 4. And when I click on here, everything has to do with row number 5. And this one, all the formulas copy to row number 6, which is awesome. So when we copy things down and it copies that formula, we say, yes, add the formula. And I'm just going to rewrite over these. It's going to make the same, it's going to do the same numbers. It takes the formula from here and it copies everything, but it lets it reference the new row. It knows that we want it to do the new row, which is awesome. But sometimes we don't want it to do that, and that's what we're going to learn here. So we're on the challenge sheet, and then in D4, we're going to create a formula that would calculate how much the customer would save on each item by multiplying the unit price by the quantity and the discount shown in cell E2. Okay, so here we go. So we have to multiply lots of things together. So this is going to be, and I start with, equals unit price. And then I do shift 8 for times quantity. Shift 8 for times and then discount. So I'm not going to type 0.15 for my discount or put in 15% because I have it in this cell. And I only want to use a cell reference because I could change this at any point in time. If you're an awesome customer, maybe I'm going to give you a bigger discount. Or if you're a terrible customer and you don't pay your bills, maybe I'm going to give you a smaller discount. So I want to be able to change that discount field when I feel like it. So we have all of that typed in. I'm going to hit enter. So now what we've learned before is we can go to the fill handle and we get the plus and we say, I want to add this formula to all of these cells. But now it does some really weird things. This does not look right at all. And if we click, we can see what's happening. So if I click on this, it's calculating. So it went down to row 5, which is what we wanted it to do. But then the E cell went down to E3, but we did not want that one to move down. We wanted it to stay where it was. So what we have to do here is we have to go back to the first cell. And I can either double click inside to change in here, or I can just type it up here. It doesn't matter which one. But we need to force it. So this is called an absolute cell reference. And the way you do that is you put the $ in front of everything where you want it to stay. I never want it to get out of column E. So I put the $ in front of E. And then I'm going to put a $ in front of the number 2 because I never want it to leave row 2. I always want that last multiplication value to be cell E2. All right, so that's what it looks like. You put $ in front of both. I'm going to hit enter now. So it still came out with $8.53, which is correct. And now I'm going to so I move my cursor on top so it has the plus, and it's giving me all sorts of errors because it does not like when I do things wrong. It's going to yell at me. And I'm going to drag that fill handle down right to the bottom to 12, and I'm going to let go. And now it has calculated the right amount. So you can see in each of these cells, it shows the $E, $2. So it's keeping it at the 15% discount for all of those. And then because these ones are calculated values based upon what's in here, that's why these ones changed before, and now they've changed back to the right amount. So that is the good news. So that's an absolute cell reference, and that's when we don't want it to change. So we've done that. And now we're going to check to make sure our spreadsheet looks exactly as it's supposed to. So they came up with 193.08. That's what I have. So done with this one.